Hello, welcome to my channel. Today we are going to make a lovely recipe which is Pav Bhaji. It was requested by many viewers and we're going to make it our version using our own recipe. Because if you are making a proper Pav Bhaji recipe, you will need mango powder to make a Pav Bhaji masala. To start off, I've got a kilo of potato that are cubed, but you can roughly dice it if you have soft cooking potatoes. And I've got 2 carrots that I sliced and a teaspoon of rough salt to add for my boiling. I'm going to start off with boiling my potatoes and carrot and making into a mash. And thereafter I'll get ready preparing the rest of the ingredients. Here I have my water boiling, which is about 2 liters. I'm just going to add in my potatoes to it, my carrots, and also a teaspoon of salt to taste. This should take about 15 to 20 minutes to boil. Here's my potato that I mashed to the carrot. So that's ready. So the rest of the ingredients for the Pav Bhaji is, I've got 1 onions that are grated. I'm using a 1/4 cup of oil for braising. I've got 2 tomatoes grated and 3 tablespoons of tomato puree, 1 green pepper grated. This is 1 cup of frozen peas. I have 7 tablespoons of butter in all, which I'm going to use 5 tablespoons for braising, 1 tablespoon for garnishing, and 1 tablespoon to toast my buns. I'm using a tablespoon of freshly ground ginger garlic. For taste, I have a teaspoon of fine salt, but we will taste as cooking. And then for my whole spice, I also have a teaspoon of jeera and half a teaspoon of methis seed. For my masalas, I have 1 tablespoon of mixed masala, 1 teaspoon of pure chillie powder, 1 teaspoon of garam powder, 1 teaspoon of dhania powder, and 1 teaspoon of jeera powder, and half a teaspoon of haldi. Then to garnish, I have some lovely fresh dhania. And I'm also going to use these dinner rolls. I will be serving it toasted. These bread rolls give the dish its name. In Hindi, it's called pav. Now we are ready to braise. I've got my heat on medium and I'm using my flat AMC because you need a flat pot. To my heated pot, I'm adding in my oil, and this oil will avoid the butter from burning. And then I'm going to put in my 5 tablespoons of butter. Allow this to melt. I've turned down my heat of the stove. So to this point, I'm going to add in my onions. And to the onions, I'm also going to add in my pepper. I'll allow this to fry out soft. My onions and pepper came to a fry. So I'm going to use in my whole spice, which is the jeera and the methis seed. Allow this to fry a little. Then my ginger garlic. I'm going to add in all my masalas. Thereafter, I'm going to add in my tomatoes. Allow this to cook out. And I also put in my salt. I'll give this 3 to 5 minutes for the tomatoes to cook. When my tomatoes are cooked, to my tomatoes I'm going to add in my puree. Give this a mix. And I'm also going to add in my peas. I'll allow this to cook till my peas is soft. Now my peas is soft. So I'm just going to add in my mashed potatoes and mashed carrot to it. I'm going to give this a good mix. I gave my curry a good mix, and now I'm just going to use my masher to mash down my peas and the rest of the carrot and make this a smooth finish. Gradually I mash this down, and I forgot to mention lemon juice, so I'm going to use about 2 tablespoons of lemon juice. Here I have about 2 cups of water, and I'm going to add it into the cooking and bring this to a boil. And I'm going to continue mashing till it's smooth. It has been about 10 minutes. And we adjusted our salt. So this is how we like it. Now I'm ready to put in my block of butter to it. And also garnish, switch the stove off. I'm ready to toast my buns, and I'm going to start off with 3 buns. So I'm just going to butter my buns. And also just sprinkle in some paprika to it. I'm using a non-stick frying pan, and allow this to toast up. To the buns, I'm also going to add a little butter on top. There's a lot of butter being used in this meal. It's a very rich vegetarian meal. This is my final touch. Just cut in a little fresh dhania to it, and then I'm ready to serve. There you go, your lovely rich vegetarian Pav Bhaji served with freshly cut onions and freshly cut tomato. The amount that we cooked can feed about 8 to 10 people. This was requested by some viewers, and if you have any recipe that you really need to try out, so give us a shout and we can put a new twist to different types of recipe. I also want to take the opportunity to mention Chota, who watches all the way from Mauritius, and wish his mom a speedy recovery. Now I'll call upon the taste taster to show y'all how he eats Pav Bhaji.
Hi guys, so I'm just going to show you quickly how we typically would eat the Pav Bhaji. You can actually eat these buns on their own, but what you do is you would dip the toasted bun into the curry, sprinkle some onions and some tomato on top, and then you so every bite has a little bit of fresh crunch, and then the tasty buttery mixed veg, or bhaji as they call it, on the toasted pav. And it's delicious. Thank you for watching, and we'll catch you on the next one.